Dharamjot Kaur is our correspondent. She is in Delhi, just a few meters from the blast site, and we'll be connecting with Dharamjot shortly. Let me just update our viewers on what is really happening. This is a blast that occurred at around 6:55 p.m. in Red Fort. Red Fort is considered to be a very busy area in New Delhi, and according to the fire department, they reached the spot and were able to douse the fire and the flames by around 7:30 p.m. And what we know right now is that two teams from the FSL Rohini have reached. They will be able to ascertain the nature of the blast and the constituents which has led to the massive blast. They also say that it's a chain reaction of the vehicles exploding one after the other. And like I said, investigations are still ongoing. One last question to you, Dharamjot Kaur. What's the next course of action from the area that you're in at this moment? Because I know you want to move to the blast site and you want to find out what is going on. But what is the next course of action? I know you said that the police are already there, the fire department is already there. Are people moving away from the blast site?
Absolutely, Eric. As I just mentioned, I'm standing at the side of the road which leads to the Red Fort metro station. So if you could just see behind me, there are more police vehicles that are approaching the site. The other side of the road is what leads away from the explosion site and also from the Red Fort monument. And so there is a beeline of vehicles. It has just cleared out a bit right now, but there are a lot of people on foot who are moving away and moving further away from the explosion. The entire is barricaded. All roads that are leading to the metro station have been barricaded. So only police personnel, investigating agencies, officials, medical teams, ambulances, media personnel are the only people who are being allowed. There is a caveat for local residents on foot who need to get home. They are being checked and allowed to move, but more and more people are moving away from it, Eric, rather than moving towards it. And as we speak, there's a very important update that has come in. There's an eyewitness account that is coming in from an auto rickshaw driver who is saying that it was the car in front of me, in front of him, and I'm just quoting him here, Eric, the car in front of me was about 2 feet away. I don't know whether there was a bomb or something else, but it exploded. It was a Swift Desire car. So this is the auto driver who claims he was just a few feet away. The car was in front of him. It's a Swift Desire which exploded. Again, it's important to ascertain and to confirm to our viewers that we do not know the cause or the nature of this explosion at the moment. Investigating officials and police are reiterating time and again that they will inform the public once the investigation has been completed, once they have ascertained the nature and the cause of this explosion, and only then will they ensure that the public is informed. But at the moment, the cause is unknown. There are several activities happening simultaneously. The cordoning off is done. People are being asked to move away. Only a few people are being allowed on foot, as I'm seeing around me. Rest everyone else is moving away from the metro station and from the Red Fort, Eric.
Dharamjot Kaur is our correspondent on scene. Dharamjot Kaur, I will allow you to go further into the spot where the blast occurred, because I'm sure there are more details and further details. I will talk to you later. Let me just update our viewers on what is really happening at this hour. This is a blast that occurred at around 6:55 p.m. local time, that is Indian Standard Time, when a blast occurred in Red Fort. Red Fort is considered a very busy area in India's capital of New Delhi, and the latest that we are receiving is that two teams of the FSL Rohini have reached the area. They will be able to ascertain the nature of blast and constituents, which has led to a massive serialized kind of explosion, one after the other. It's a chain reaction, they say, of the vehicles exploding one after the other, or there's any extraneous element. These are some of the big questions that will be asked by and ascertained by the investigating team, which is already on site. And this explosion near New Delhi's Red Fort comes on the same day that a major interstate terror cell was also busted. 2,900 kilograms of explosives were seized from Faridabad earlier today. But as we are saying, and as Dharamjot Kaur did say, there is no room for speculation at this moment. We are going to let the investigating team do their job. Let's talk to our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs and our correspondent, Sidhant Sibol, who's now joining us on the phone. Sidhant Sibol, what's the latest from your end? We'll try to connect with our correspondent, Sidhant Sibol, a short while later. But let me just bring you up to speed with what is happening. India, or New Delhi, has been rocked by multiple explosions. According to eyewitnesses, the first blasts occurred in a Swift Desire vehicle, and this is according to an eyewitness, actually a rickshaw driver who was just behind the car that exploded. The fire department reached the spot and were able to douse the flames at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Crowds have been going towards the blast site, but the police have managed to disperse the crowd, and they've been told to go home as of now as investigations continue. Mumbai, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi have been put on high alert, and the police departments and the police chiefs are already on spot to ascertain what really caused this blast. It has come as a huge shocker because earlier today, in a joint operation between the Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana police, the terror module linked with the groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Ansar Ghazwat-ul-Hind, where at least 8 suspects, including 3 doctors, were arrested during the blast. The explosion near New Delhi's Red Fort comes on the heels of the same major interstate terror cell which busted 2,900 kilograms of explosives which were seized from Faridabad earlier today. But the police are saying not to speculate until all the investigations are done. Then we can know the real cause of this blast, which has really come as a huge shock for the city.